Aloha, everyone. Today's quick lesson is going to focus on responsible viewing of Hawaii's protected marine life. Protected marine species are the ones that are given special and additional protections under federal and state laws. These include Hawaiian monk seals, sea turtles, seabirds, whales, and dolphins. Whether you are a resident or a visitor, we can all make sure we are giving proper distance to the animals that need it. We want to give space to these animals for a number of different reasons. Intentionally disturbing protected marine species that results in changing their behavioral patterns is illegal under federal and state laws such as the Marine Mammal Protection Act, the Endangered Species Act, and the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. If Hawaii's protected marine species are not given the space that they need, it can disrupt their natural behavior that helps them survive. For example, a sea turtle that is basking on the beach may be there to rest, warm up, or even to avoid predators. This behavior is essential for the survival of that individual sea turtle. If it's disturbed by a human touching it or startling it, it could re-enter the water early and not benefit from the time out of the water. Changing the behavior of these animals has consequences, and as threatened or endangered species, we need to be mindful of our impacts to promote population recovery and survival in all areas. For Hawaiian monk seals, you want to give 50 feet of space to the individuals. Look for signs put up by HMAR or other authorized parties that designate a seal resting area, or SRA, and please be sure to honor those distance guidelines. This helps keep you and the animals safe from any harm or unintended disturbance. You can use the rule of thumb to make sure you are far enough away. The rule of thumb is when you hold your thumb out, completely outstretched arm, and use it to cover up the seal or the animal. If you can cover up the seal with your thumb, then you are far enough away. If not, you should move further back. You want to give 150 feet of space to Hawaiian monk seal mom and pups. This is triple the distance. We give this extra distance for a few reasons. First, mothers tend to be more protective and aggressive of the potential threats to their pups, and we want you to stay safe. Also, the proper development of a pup is essential to the survival of the population. Pupping season in Hawaii is usually from March to September, but pups can be born throughout the year. So if you see a mama and pup, make sure you are giving the two animals a lot of space. If you come across a Hawaiian monk seal in the water, it is so important that you move away from the animal. If the animal approaches you, move further away. Hawaiian monk seals are much more agile in their natural environment, and moving away from the animal keeps you both safe. For sea turtles in Hawaii, you should stay at least 10 feet from the animal. Sea turtles in Hawaii are unique in that they sometimes come up on the beaches to rest or bask. This is a very important behavior to keep them healthy. Speaking loudly and getting too close to basking sea turtles can disrupt this natural process and can be illegal. Also, you never want to touch a sea turtle. It's important that we give them the space that they need to survive without human interactions. If you come across a sea turtle, keep the 10 feet distance mark from you and the animal. If it comes closer to you, moving away helps maintain that distance. As a boater, you want to keep a sea turtle spotter at the bow or front of the boat to minimize the possibility of boat strikes. Similarly, if you are fishing around sea turtles, you want to pull up your hook and line if you spot a sea turtle in the area. These are just a few ways to be a responsible ocean steward around sea turtles. Hawaii seabirds need about 35 feet of space. Seabirds spend many hours, sometimes days, weeks, or months at sea. When they are resting near nesting sites, they should not be disturbed because they need that time to rest. Seabirds are also very easily startled and stressed, and being too close or even making eye contact with them can cause harm to the animal. Over time, that stress can impact the survivability of the seabird. Seabirds also typically nest on the ground, and these nests can be hard to see. Nests can be easily damaged by foot or vehicle traffic, especially when people can't spot them. Going off-path in nesting areas threatens these populations, so maintain a distance of 35 feet, stay on trails, and make sure that your behavior is what's best for these animals. During whale season, Hawaii's coastal waters will have humpback whales, including calves. As a boater, kayaker, paddler, or on any watercraft, you must stay 100 yards, which is about 300 feet from humpback whales. These animals are protected under the Marine Mammal Protection Act, and it is illegal to pursue them and disturb them. If a humpback whale surfaces near you, it's important to stop, put your engine in neutral, and when safe, move away from the animal. Humpback whales utilize the underwater soundscape to survive, and nearby boat engines can be too loud and disrupt their natural behavior. Further, a threat to humpback whales is boat strikes. propellers can severely hurt individuals and impair their survivability. Ensuring boats are 300 feet from humpbacks is best way to minimize any unnecessary harm to these amazing creatures. Dolphins are found throughout the coastal and offshore waters of all the islands of Hawaii. Under the Marine Mammal Protection Act, it's illegal to pursue, hurt, injure, harass, or otherwise impact the behavior of dolphins. Whether you encounter them offshore or near the coast, you should keep a distance of 50 yards, which is 150 feet. That is the best way to support dolphin populations. In Hawaii, some species of dolphins come near to short arrest, which is a critical behavior for the growth, development, and survival of these pods. The best way to support dolphins if you encounter them is to give them the space that they need and minimize any disturbance and allow wild populations to stay wild. All of these actions and distance guidelines are so that you can best support Hawaii's marine protected species populations. Mahalo for listening. These rules surrounding Hawaii marine protected species all play a role in being an ocean steward. Share this information for those that don't know it, and please keep in mind that the next time you encounter one of these animals, these are the guidelines that you should abide by. Mahalo nui and aloha.